If you haven't done this already, check out my video of my tour review for this take-along railroad set, why I really love it, what are the things you should expect from it, and why I think you really have to get these. Check out this video though to learn how to play with your child and work with them for their age level. Some of the things you should be focusing on with your 3 to 4-year-old are these exact qualities right here: expressive language, complex understanding, emotions and feelings, and clear speaking. I want to talk about each one of these in more detail and what you can work with your child on while you're playing with this toy. Let's talk about expressive language. So this includes asking and answering simple questions. This can be with WH words, so words like who, what, where, when, or why, and then also include how in this. You can model questions and help your child understand that questions are a great way to confirm something we think we know or help us learn something new. So questions are a really big part of learning and helping your child expand their vocabulary and understanding. Another thing that's important for expressive language or communicating ideas through speaking and explaining what they know, showing how they know it, is sentences. Your child at this age should be saying sentences of at least 4 words in length. I know they've made a big jump, but that's awesome. Help make sure that their sentence structure and grammar is age appropriate by guiding them and providing better models. You can compliment them for coming up with that sentence. Make sure you explain what you love about what they said, and then say the sentence in the best way that helps them express themselves with more age-appropriate grammar. I know it's challenging, but you got this. Okay, so complex understanding. Well, first of all, what is that? It sounds a little more complex than it is. What I want to explain here is, with this toy specifically, there are a lot of different objects like railroad. There's a ranger vehicle. You can talk about animals, cabins, fire. Well, I want you to explain the use and function of each one of these objects and things in the toy to your child, and then teach them to be able to express these ideas. So, what do we use the logs for to start a fire with? Or what is the purpose of the track? That's what the train drives on and how it gets to and from. So, to understanding that maybe the track doesn't go anywhere. We don't take a train to Walmart, but understanding that the track has an end and these different concepts as to where they can go. The next thing I want to talk about is emotions and feelings. It might seem strange that we're talking about emotions and feelings for playing with a toy that's a railroad track, but this is a great way to talk about emotions and feelings with real-life circumstances and scenarios. You'll have to get a little creative here, but some of these experiences could be riding a train, going to the park, checking out a national park, going to sit around a fire pit, making s'mores, or sleeping in a cabin, talking about camping. You can talk about how it would make your child feel, maybe some things that scare them or that they love or that excites them. These are great conversation starters and a way to understand how your child is actually feeling. The last thing I want to talk to you about is clear speaking. So, when your child is ages 3 to 4, they shouldn't really have to repeat words. This is for familiar and unfamiliar listeners. So, not just at home, but people that don't even know your child. Your child should be able to say multi-syllable words with no problem, fluently. So keep an eye on this. If they're struggling saying different words, definitely reach out to the pediatrician. It may be helpful for a speech language pathologist to come evaluate them, just to see if there's anything they can help with. Children at this age can form patterns of phonological processes that normally start to become eliminated, but if your child is having some sort of speech language delay, they may just be having trouble with a specific sound, which is articulation, or maybe a phonological process delay. So it'll be really important to work with them first thing early on so that it doesn't impact many of the sounds and practice in a wrong way. Let me know. If you still have any questions, just comment down below so that I can help you out to meet your specific needs for your child. Hey parents, I just wanted to remind you, I know it's hard watching your kids struggle sometimes, especially with more complex concepts. As your children get older, you want to allow them to be more independent, continue to learn more, you want to model harder things. But if they just aren't getting it right away, that's okay. Give them time, work with them. Maintain that attention, engagement. The best thing you can do to encourage them is make sure that they are enjoying themselves and that they feel confident. If you're concerned, always talk to your pediatrician. You can always get an evaluations from a speech language therapist, whether it be through the child's school or a private company. They'll be able to help you figure out if your child needs any extra support and if they're right where their peers are and you just have a higher expectation. So be careful you're not pushing your child too hard, and just love on them and be there to help them learn. Bye, guys.